In an exclusive Associated Press interview, President Barack Obama expressed concern that unemployment rose to 9.5% in June.
We are deeply concerned about the employment rate. It's one of the things that I am most focused on when I think about long-term economic policy.
The president says people are worried.
Too many families who are worried about whether they're going to be next.
He also said some progress has been made in righting the economy.
We have successfully stabilized the financial markets, and that's important because that was a huge drag that helped precipitate the crisis. We've started to see some stabilization on housing.
President Obama also talked about his upcoming trip to Russia, where he'll meet with President Dmitry Medvedev and Prime Minister Putin.
Prime Minister Putin still has a lot of sway in Russia, and I think that it's important that even as we move forward with President Medvedev, that Putin understands that the old Cold War approaches to U.S.-Russian relations is outdated.
On Iran, the president says the U.S. should never resign itself to a nuclear-armed Iran.
How we get from what we know is required for international security, which is a nuclear-free Iran, how we get from here to there is a big challenge.
On legal issues, Obama says affirmative action isn't ending anytime soon.
The Supreme Court didn't close the door to affirmative action if properly structured.
And he expressed concern about how to handle prisoners at Guantanamo Bay.
And it may turn out that after looking at all the dimensions of this, that I don't feel comfortable with the proposals that surface and how to deal with this issue.
He also was surprised that some have criticized him for not speaking more about the death of Michael Jackson.
I grew up on his music, still have all his stuff on my iPod. I think that his brilliance as a performer also was paired with a tragic and in many ways sad personal life.
Matt Friedman, The Associated Press.
I'm glad to see